here. There were only 3 games on Tuesday night. Let's get into it. The first game is the Clippers and the Atlanta Hawks. The Atlanta Hawks, they got the win 108-99. Clippers, they were without Paul George, Patrick Beverley, and Kawhi Leonard. We're not exactly sure how long they're gonna miss. They might come back the next game, but I think it's a very low possibility. NBA, they gotta play it safe here. And Reggie Jackson is the pickup. It's only 1 game, but they really need a lot more playmaking, right? And nobody else can really do that other than Lou Will. But Lou Will, he's really washed up at this point. If you stream him, Lou Will, yeah, you don't want to stream him. You want to grab Reggie Jackson. 40 minutes here, 20 points, 8 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Those guys might be out for a week, so Reggie Jackson is going to be powerful for the rest of the week. Nicholas Batum, it's actually not that big of a change with those main guys out. His usage is still very low, but he's giving the assist rebound. Terrence Mann got the start and played huge minutes. He's another guy, we want to stream. Take a look. Play high minutes here, 34 minutes. Give you a decent, counting stat, 4 steals here. Even Luke Kennard give you 4 steals. Atlanta Hawks, they're a team that like to give out steals. So that's that. Luke Kennard, he's not going to give you 4 steals. And his usage didn't, 28 minutes, only took 13 shots. So you can stream him. Like if Reggie Jackson and Terrence Mann are already taken, you can stream Luke Kennard. Right, Serge Ibaka, still 20 minutes. His value did not change. So same thing with Marcus Morris and Zubac. You think the usage might go up a bit, but stay the same. But Zubac, only 18 minutes, got a double-double. But it is against the Atlanta Hawks. And on the Atlanta Hawks side, Cam Reddish was still out, and Gallinari is only putting 14 minutes. Capella and Trae Young, both guys got another huge game. Capella 34 minutes, 13 points, 18 rebounds, 2 steals, 2 blocks. I still think Capella is a sell high. Gallinari's minutes got to ramp up eventually, right? Gallinari's got to play 25 minutes. Capella's going to lose some minutes, maybe 30 minutes. Same thing with John Collins. I think both guys, they should play around 30 minutes. That's what we see to start off the season. Gallinari is still, slowly working him back in from the injury. I expect Collins and Capella to get 30 minutes a night. Don't think they're going to play 35 every single night. And Collins, 35 minutes, only took 11 shots, but good rebound, good blocks. I still think both guys are sell high to me. Trae Young, 38 points, 5. Trae Young's ranking. What is his rank right now? His ranking has been quite low this season. Trae is 56 ranked in 9 category this season so far. His value is obviously better than 56. I just don't think he's gonna average close to 30 points, like he did last year. And his assist gonna be there. His free throw percentage is good, but the main category he's providing is the assist, the free throw, and the points. He hasn't been making a lot of threes this season, and his defensive stats are now existent. And he's a low field goal guy. So if your team really need those points, assists, and free throws, you can trade him. But you're not gonna get Trae Young for like any scrub, right? The guy you're trading for Trae Young is most likely gonna average at least 20 points, so you're not getting that many points back. So you're just trading defensive stats or field goal, rebound, threes for a little bit a lot more assists and free throw. So you can, I guess, buy low, but after this game, it'll be tough to buy low. But if he has a few bad games, you can try to buy low on him. But a really strong game here. But they did play, again, all those guys kind of went off because they did play the Clippers without Paul, their 2 best players. Right? Let's see if they they played the Brooklyn Nets the next game. We'll see today actually. So we'll see how those guys do. I think Giancarlo Capella and Trae Young, they both sell high at the moment. Sorry, not Trae Young, but Capella and John Collins. And Kevin Huerter played 35 minutes, didn't really do much. Cam Reddish should be back next game, so you can forget about him. DeAndre Hunter continue. I forgot to mention DeAndre Hunter. He's still a sell high to me. Took 16 shots here. I just think too many guys got to eat on this Atlanta Hawks team, and the reason Hunter's ranking is so high, where is he at right now? Hunter is 45th best player. It's like Seth Curry. Seth Curry is ranked 43. Just such high. He's shooting 51% and 88% from the free throw line and from the field respectively, right? He's not gonna give you a lot of how many threes is he making? 1.8. So really, his best category at the moment is his two efficiencies and a little bit points. Everything else is really around the average, maybe not even. I remain a sell high. Just don't know if this guy just all of a sudden be this good. It's only been 15 games. A lot can change, right? And if you can get this guy for like Mike Conley, I would absolutely do it. Even Mike Conley is playing a lot better this season. Some people may think, hey, Mike Conley might be a sell high. Mike Conley has had good fantasy seasons for the past 10 years or so. He just had a bad year last year trying to fit in, and he was not 100%. So I think it would be a good target to get a DeAndre Hunter for Mike Conley. A lot of guys I would trade DeAndre Hunter for. I'm just looking at the rankings around the 60 mark, right? Chris Paul is ranked 60. Trade him for Chris Paul. I would even trade him for Ernest Cantor, right? Cantor should be, he should be a beast in the next 2 or 3 months. Although I would trade him for Marcus Smart. I would trade him for Victor Oladipo. I just don't think this level of efficiency is going to continue. Majority of his values come from his efficiency. So Gallinari only 15 minutes here. You can, if you need some points, threes and free throw, you can. Don't grab him now. Just keep an eye on him. Once he gets 25 to 30 minutes, he's worth rostering, but not at the moment. Let's go on to the next game: the Washington Wizards and the Houston Rockets. Wizards lost again. It's been rough this season for the Wizards and for Bradley Beal. For Russell Westbrook owners. Bradley Beal is still strong, 35 points. He's going to be the number 1 usage guy in the entire league. 33 points. You don't want this guy to get traded if you own Beal. You just want the Wizards to win, just to win some games, right? Russell Westbrook has been really killing them this season. I would say he was a minus 13, but Bradley Beal was a minus 4. They were also without a couple of other guys. Other than Bradley Beal and Russell Westbrook, I don't know the rest of the roster, to be honest. Strong game. Beal is gonna average 30 very, very easily. He might get the scoring champion, right? He's been taking 27, 28 shots every single year. I view Beal as a top 10 guy, with possibly top 6, top 7. They missed 6, 7 games. I think if they remake all those games, and Beal is not, he's not gonna miss any of them. So his value goes up quite a bit, maybe 10%, maybe even more, right? Because they get with 50 games remaining, 6 games is like 12% bump in his value, because he's gonna play 12% more games. Russell Westbrook. Let's talk about Russell Westbrook a bit. I own Westbrook, so it's been pretty frustrating. 6 turnovers, 41% from the field again, and 50% from the free throw. He's shooting sub 40% this season. Either he's hurt or he's trying to adjust to the new system, right? Last year on the Rockets, when there was a couple months, he just played so well, right? After they traded Capella, he was just going off when the paint was wide open, when he was healthy. I don't know what's wrong with Westbrook. Was he hurt? He had a quad injury. Came back. I don't think he's 100% right now, and he's not. Just trying to figure out how to play a fit on this Wizards team, right? And I think his field goal should be up, and I also think his free throw should be up. He shot 50%, and this season, let me see what's his free throw percentage. You know what? He's not even inside of a 200 player right now, so I can't even search on it using the Basketball Monster thing. Oh boy. So he's ranked ranked outside of 200 right now. I would buy low on him, but be careful. You know, when you buy low on him, right? What categories do you need? If you need a big boost, rebound and rebound, assist, and steals, he should be a big steals guy. Even though he's only averaging 1, he should get you some assists. So he's shooting 37% from the field, which I think he should improve, right? Career-wise, he's at 44%. And career-wise, last year he shot 76 from the free throw line. This year he's shooting 61% on 5 attempts. So the free throws gotta go up, right? He should be a low 70s guy, maybe even 75. So I expect, and then turnover, he's gonna turn over. He's just gonna turn him over that much. He's being career-wise, he's being that guy. So I try to buy low on Westbrook. I still think he should, he's valuable, even though he's ranked outside of 200. Like if I got a DeAndre Hunter, a perfect example, right? And I don't really care about, one category. If I don't worry about the free throw, or I don't worry about the field goal. You do that trade. I think Russell Westbrook owners might just take the trade, honestly. And then all your other counting categories just get a huge boost. It just depends on what you need, but it's risky. And if you don't, I only trade Westbrook if you're not, like if you're trying to win both field goal and free throw, you don't trade for him. But if you're punting one, try to go for this guy. I think this guy will still be very valuable on your team, even though his ranking is so low at the moment. Lopez is worth the look, grabbing for the rest of the season. With Thomas Bryant out. Alex Len only played 6 minutes, so Robert, with this high minutes, he's worth taking a look. Grab, can get you some rebound and blocks and good field goal. Anthony Gill, I don't know who this guy is, and Isaiah Bonga, not too interested in him. Yeah, basically Wizards roster just not good. Like even guys like what's his name, the 3-point shooter, Davis Bertans, this guy is still out. And their Japanese guy, Rai Hachimura, is also out. So they don't have the complete roster right now. It's just Beal and Westbrook at the moment. And on the Houston side, Victor Oladipo, his usage is going to be this high. I would consider selling high on him. He's John Wayne's back, he's still top 21. So his usage looks like it's pretty secure on this team. But he's a pretty bad field goal. That's the worry with him. Once his field goal usage go up, his field goal is gonna tank, and his free throw is also might just tank quite a bit. Right, 5 rebound assists, 20 points, just look really empty. While John Wall got his revenge, 21 shots, 24 points, 5 assists. Still only five assists. I expect with James Harden gone, his assist number should go up quite a bit. But as long as John Wall is playing, he should be a top 60 guy. And this year he's making his free throws. Right, the year before he got injured, he was shooting low 70s, even though career-wise he's a pretty good free throw shooter. Now, this year his free throw is back, so it's just weird. Westbrook was a career 80% free throw shooter, and then that 1 year he shot 74%, which is not too bad. And then he shot some 60% in OKC. Last year at Houston he shot 76%. I just took a look, and this year he's shooting 61%, 62%. So it's weird how free throw can go such go up and down. Same thing with AD this year. His free throw percentage tanked so much. DeMarcus Cousins, 33 minutes here. Christian Wood still out. I would keep DeMarcus Cousins and see what happens. This is obviously a sell high moment. If you can sell Cousins for don't sell him for like a top 100 guy, right? The past few games, the stats he put up is really scary. Right? We know he's gonna miss some games. Try to trade him for a top 70, 60 guy that's young and won't miss that many games, right? If you can trade him, I think I would do the trade for Andre Drummond. I doubt any Drummond owners, if the Drummond owner is panicking huge right now, right? Maybe do a trade for him. And if you need blocks and some efficient, I would trade for Brook Lopez. I would trade him for even guys like Victor Oladipo, Andrew Wiggins. All those guys are currently ranked in the 70s or 80 range. Right? I would trade for Evan Fournier. All those guys, they are all, I think, better than DeMarcus Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins, if you play 30 minutes, he'll be a top 20 guy, right? But he's not. He got you 5 steals in one block. Just really scary numbers. 5 personal fouls as well. So, I mean, I would obviously also have to wait to see what happens with Christian Wood. Is he gonna? Coach Salas suggested a while back that I think he might play DeMarcus Cousins and Christian Wood together. So maybe Cousins would get 25 minutes a night. He's gonna miss all the back-to-backs, sure, right? He's gonna miss a lot of games, but whenever he plays, he's just really scary. We'll see. PJ Tucker 34 minutes, not too interesting in him. Jason Tate 20 minutes, not too interesting in him either. Eric Gordon 20 points. You can, I think at this point, they got their squad back. Even though they did play the Wizards, Gordon's minutes is, close to 30, and he should give you good enough value, good enough points. Like, he'll be better than a guy like Bogdanovic, I think. More scoring, a bit more threes even, some assists, some other defensive stats as well. And let's go to the last game of the night, the New York Knicks and the Utah Jazz. On the Knicks side, RJ had another great game. Great efficient game. Not from the free throw line 0 for 2, but 7 for 11 from the field. 4 rebound, 4 assists, steals. That's okay. Like, if he can give you that every single game, play 40 minutes, you can hold him. No problem, no questions asked. Mitchell Robinson, his blocks numbers, only 2 blocks. I don't know how Miles Turner does it, honestly. Play such high minutes, block 4 shots, and not in foul trouble at all. Right? Mitchell Robinson this year, very good, not in foul trouble, but his blocks numbers were just low. 2 blocks here, he's not even averaging 2 at the moment. Right? People were thinking, hey, he played 30 minutes, he's going to block 4 shots. But he's just a lot less aggressive and just try to put his hands up, go up vertically, and instead of just going for those block shots. 7 rebound, assist, okay numbers, 3 for 4, but shut down your free throw, 1 for 4. Julius Randle, 35 minutes again, 18 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists. His rebound numbers still huge, but assist has been down a bit, and I think scoring has also been down a bit. He got 18 points. It just his shooting, right? He hasn't had a good shooting line. They did play the Utah Jazz, so I guess that's that's understandable with Rudy Gobert in the paint. Mitchell Robinson also somewhat struggled. So both guys will be better. I just worry about Randall's minutes. With this high minutes, can he sustain this all season? I still think Randall is a sell high, and Randall's free throw has been insane this season. Right, he's shooting 81% at the moment. Julius Randle's career-wise, what is his free throw percentage? Career-wise, he's a 73%. He shot 73% exactly last year. He's shooting 81 at the moment. A sell high for sure. Alec Burks, 23 minutes. So I know guys like Josh Lloyd. He was pretty high on Alec Burks. I just 23 minutes is concerning, but he did take 14 shots, so that's good. 7 rebound and 1 steal. This game, the low minutes obviously is worrying, but he took 7 3-pointers and missed all 7. So let's say if he hit 2, right, he would have had 15 points, right? 5 for 14, which is okay. Just the minutes a little bit worrying, but in very limited time he took 14 shots. So we'll see. His upside is not going to be too high because he's like maybe the 3rd or 4th option, and Reggie Bullock is out. So I don't know what's going to happen with Reggie Bullock. Is he going to be in the starting lineup and Alec Burks coming off the bench? It might help Alec Burks' value. Right, he can still get his 26, 27 minutes, like Austin Rivers this game. Austin Rivers went off, but you're not too interested in him. It might just be better because starting you have to compete with Julius Randle, RJ. Coming off the bench, you're the top guy. Even though Emmanuel Quickley would be also another high usage guy. right? You still hold on to Alec Burks, but just don't expect eye-popping numbers. Like, he's not gonna average 18. He's probably gonna average 14, 15 points, and give you some threes and good efficiency from the free throw line. But that's about it. Nerlens Noel, it's only 17 minutes, 3 steals and 2 blocks. You know, at this point, it's if you don't need any other stats, it's really, you can't really consider grabbing this guy, because the steal and block numbers are just really eye-popping. Every time I look over, he's got 2 steals or in a block, 2 steal, 2 blocks game, 3 steal block game, 2 block games. You want to grab, at least stream him for sure. Those numbers are too valuable, right? He can give you a little bit of rebound. He doesn't turn the ball over. He doesn't hurt your free throw or efficiency. So basically, you're losing out on points, threes, and assists, to be honest, right? He's gonna give you 5 rebounds maybe, so everything else should be fine. So if your team is pounding points and threes, you want to grab this guy, and assists. On the Utah Jazz side, Mike Conley, what a difference 1 year makes. Everybody thinks this guy is washed last year and don't really want to draft him. Career-wise, he's been so good, Even though he's getting older and older, just getting into playing with Jazz, a new system, it's tough, right? 19 points. He might be the best fantasy. Okay, Rudy Gobert's got to be better, but he's better than he's better than, what's his name? Donovan Mitchell at the moment for sure. Mike Conley is 47th ranked, and he is the best fantasy player on this team. Rudy Gobert is ranked 57th, and Donovan Mitchell is ranked 70. Donovan Mitchell is averaging 23 points, no problem there, right? But 83% from the free throw line, but the volume is not too high. He's going to the line 4 times, so that doesn't really matter. Even if he shoots 90%, 4 attempts, it doesn't really help your value that much, right? And then everything else is pretty negative, right? I guess 4.9 assists is okay. He's nice. 4-point rebound, not that impressive. He hits a lot of threes, 3.4 threes, sure. But 0.4 steals, what is that? Career-wise, he's an over 1 steal guy, and his first 2 years, he averaged 1.5. The steals, they're just mysteriously gone. And maybe it's the Jazz system, but Mike Conley's been getting the steals. So either he's just been getting really unlucky, or maybe he's just more focused on, running the offense, play offense, instead of focusing on defense, right? He's been pretty disappointing, I would say. Like, the points and assists is there, but everything else, and threes, everything else is quite negative. He's 43% from the field. That's honestly where you can expect him, but he has such high volume, it really hurts you, right? Mike Conley's, his season stat, 1.5 steals. That's really helping his value. 6 assists. That's really helping his value. And he's not even shooting well from the free throw line, 75%. Right? Maybe he can sustain his 46%, and his free throw goes up a bit. He's gonna get more points. He might be a top 40 guy, right? I think Mike Conley can stay where he is, but you're not gonna get a top 40 guy back. The only thing is he might have some injury risk, but I think he can sustain this all season. Donovan Mitchell, 3 for 15. I talked to earlier. Just had another bad shooting night, and when he does have a bad shooting night, he doesn't give you those defensive stats. He's not a huge assist guy either. Rudy Gobert, 31 minutes, 4 blocks, 19 rebounds. Really strong. Giving you those big man stats, but everything else is empty. Almost no assists, 2 assists, no steals. Hit his free throws, no threes. 18 points is nice. Royce O'Neal went off versus the Knicks. He is worth streaming for sure if you don't need his points. He'll give you good rebound, some blocks, some assists, and a little bit steals. So he's worth streaming. Went off this game. He's not gonna do this every game. Well, Bogdanovic, you can't really. Like, his seeding this year is score 20 points, and on most nights he's giving you this. So what a year! What a difference a year can make. Last year was Bogdanovic scoring averaging 20 points. while Mike Conley struggles. So it's really it's hard to say, especially in drafts, right? You had high hopes for Bogdanovic, expect him to give you 20 points. He's giving you 12, 13 on low efficiency, while Mike Conley just popped off, right? Mike Conley was getting drafted in the third round last year, and this year he was getting drafted in the 80s and 90s, just sort of reverse. It's hard to predict those things. Jordan Clarkson played 23 minutes, still good enough stats, 13 points, didn't really shoot the ball well. If he makes another 2 baskets, he will have 17 points, easily 2 for 10. If he made 2 threes, 40%, that's a 19-point game for him. 3 steals his night. This year he's getting, what's his rank right now? Like, I would trade a DeAndre Hunter for Jordan Clarkson, right? Because I think Clarkson, he's averaging 17 points, which I think he could do for the rest of the season. He's averaging 3 threes, which I think he can do, right? Although free throw is a bit high, 96%, but it's really not helping his value anyways. He's averaging, going through the free throw line 1.5, so it's minimal. He can shoot 47%, right? He's a pretty efficient guy, and he can get you. The biggest difference is he's getting a lot of steals, and I think this can continue. More active. Rebound assists are low anyways. I think Clarkson should be better than a guy like DeAndre Hunter, although Hunter's ranking is 45th at the moment. Clarkson is also better than Bogdanovic this year. It's just interesting. Like, Clarkson's ranking is also higher than Donovan Mitchell at the moment. Obviously, Mitchell is going to score 6 more points than him. Give you a little bit more threes, but a little bit more assists. But Clarkson is more efficient, less turnover, more steals, right? That's it for all the games. Only 3 games. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.